Eagles. It looks like we are going to be able to keep Dallas Goedert, the only Dallas that matters in the NFL. And I couldn't be more excited. I really, really hope that this deal gets done and that we re-sign him and we keep our core together. You know, we lost a lot of key pieces on defense. We're trying to build that back up. The last thing we want to do is mess up the synergy in the offense, right? We keep him. We got A.J. Brown, Smith, Goddard, Barkley, you know, and whoever else we keep, hopefully, of course, Hurts. I think we'll be in a good space. But speaking of Dallas, what about the trash Dallas, the Dallas Cowgirls? They done went and got George Pickens or Kenny Pickens or whatever his name is. And they think now they are contenders. Jerry, you old fool, you done did it again. You done got the Cowboys Nation in a foam and frenzy, and they're already Super Bowl 60 champions in their mind. They're already Super Bowl 60 champions in their mind. Oh, that with this move, now all the problems are solved. You know, their offense is shoring up. Now let's be real. It's an improvement. But they want to talk about now they're on the level with the Eagles. Are they serious? They are not on the level with the Eagles. They're not even on the level with the Commanders. They may be competitive against the Giants with Russell and crew over there. But they're not on the Eagles level. So the predictions were like a 7-win season, and now they're talking about with him a 12-win season? What is in the air down there? And all around Dallas fans, you guys are crazy. There's no way that he brings that much value. He brings some, but not that much value to the squad. If you think that you guys are going to be hoisting the Lombardi with Dak Prescott at the helm, even with this new firepower, you're crazy. People like to say at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the season, whatever, that the right pieces are there. This is the comments that they make. You go back and you watch their videos or you read any other articles. All the pieces are there. This is the best offense they've had. This is the best defense they've had. Blah, blah, blah. And then when it all falls apart, they're like, oh, we really didn't have the pieces we needed and this, that, or the other. It's the cycle. It is the normal Dallas cycle. Season starts, you win some games, you go to the playoffs, your first round exit, and you're back to the season starting again. It's the same thing over and over again. And you know what's consistent? Your quarterback. Now, under normal circumstances, if you have an object that's broken and you go around and you go tinkering around in it, and let's say you change a belt and it still doesn't work. Yeah, let's say there's 5 parts. You change a belt, it still doesn't work. You change the tires, it still doesn't work. You change the locks on it, it still doesn't work. And you change the nuts and bolts from one grade to another, a weaker grade to a stronger grade. There's one more part of it, the steering wheel, that you haven't changed. And your car's still wobbling and your car's still falling apart. Guess what? It's the steering wheel. You've changed all the other parts. This offense has changed. This defense has changed. The head coach now has changed and has changed twice, I believe, since he's been there. He's been there since 2016. And you haven't gone to the NFC Championship game, more or less the Super Bowl. You haven't been there in 30 years, so it's not all Dak's fault. But as him at the helm, he has not gotten you there. There is your problem because you're changing all the other parts and it's still not working. I'd be remiss to say, okay, you're not going to win any games. You'll win some. You'll get all hype. And then here comes whoever you're facing in the first round, Tampa or the Commanders or whoever you're facing in the first round. And then you get donkey stomped out of the playoffs again. And what will you say? What will you say? Oh, it's not Dak's fault. the CD wasn't in the right spot, or they beefing, or the coaching, or the defense. You really haven't sewn up one of your other issues besides Dak, and that's you can't stop the run, and you don't have a run game. You may have a better run game this year than you did last time, but it's not to the caliber where, again, you're talking about you've jumped over the hurdles of all these other teams. You're not there yet. Maybe in a year or two, maybe. But right now, no. Meanwhile, like I said at the beginning, with the Eagles more than likely getting our Dallas back, we looking better. We are looking good, and I am excited. Oh, I'm excited. And it's so much more fun for me as an Eagles fan when the Dallas Cowboys are foaming, fans are foaming at the mouth, like, ooh, they about to do something, only to watch those glorious tears streaming down their face. Scooter has already made his video about how this is just going to revolutionize the team. And oh my goodness, I already hear the pianos in the background when they're gone, and he's crying again. It's just too much fun. It is just too much fun. Oh, I absolutely prefer a season where there's hope for them because the downfall is that much greater. Last year it was no fun. They knew they stunk. They knew they were going nowhere. It was a throwaway season. So you couldn't even really pick on them. If you did, it was like kicking a person while they were down. It was fine when we played against them, but for the rest of the season, it just was no fun. We'll see how this goes out. But yes, let's keep our guy and let's go back and be competitive again. And hopefully, you never know. I'm not really one to we won the Super Bowl, but I want to be competitive. I want to still strike fear in the league's heart for our offense, and prayerfully, oh Jesus, please help us have another scary defense. That'd be nice. And it may take us a year or two to get that synergy back. I'm not sure till we have that scary a defense, because that defense was awesome. I believe Vic can whip them into shape, but I won't be shocked if we're not as great as last year. I won't be shocked at all. I'll be fine with it as long as we show that we're competitive and that we're trying to get better. Eagles fans, how you feeling? Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly, go, birds, and boo, Dallas.